3 years ago, Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 disappeared with 239 people on board on a trip from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, China. Recently, Phil Stone asked us on Facebook whatever happened to the plane that disappeared supposedly over Australia. Well, Phil, after fruitless searches by Australia, China, and Malaysia, the disappearance of MH370 remains one of the greatest aviation mysteries of all time. But it may not be forever. Correspondent Doug McKelway reports tonight on whatever happened to MH370.
Since it disappeared on March 8, 2014, MH Flight 370 has remained one of the most puzzling aviation accidents in history. Tantalizing evidence like this flaperon and other confirmed pieces found on Reunion Island east of Madagascar have revealed little and only serve to remind of the Indian Ocean's strong currents and inhospitable vastness. Searches have cost governments hundreds of millions of dollars and have proved fruitless.
Going forward, the question is really going to be who's going to continue to fund this search. Water recoveries can be extremely expensive, but I would absolutely say that the private sector can bring resources and new techniques and technologies forward.
Now, a private company is doing just that. Ocean Infinity, which specializes in state-of-the-art remotely piloted vehicles, is finalizing a contract with the Malaysian government under which it would be paid only if it finds the wreckage. Even absent a cause, the disappearance has led to calls for new safety changes, foremost of which is sending real-time data from planes in flight.
Technology can tell me where the nearest Starbucks is. We have got to adapt some of that satellite-based technology to aircraft.
The impediments are huge. Flight data recorders, which once compiled 6 data points, now compile hundreds. And while airliners can easily download satellite data for internet and TV, uploading data requires pinpoint accuracy from a fast-moving plane. Multiply that across a sky full of planes, and it taxes bandwidth and airline budgets.
I think you start with the premise that you want this technology, if you want it at all, with respect to airplanes that are out of radar contact for long periods of time, and that's transoceanic flights.
One of the many theories of what brought the plane down is fire. In fact, the FAA is now urging the world's airlines to ban large laptops from checked luggage because of the potential for lithium battery fires. MH370 was carrying 487 pounds of lithium-ion batteries in its cargo hold. Brett?
We'll follow that story. Doug, thank you. If there's a story you're curious about, whatever happened to, let me know on Facebook, Twitter, on Instagram. Maybe we'll look into it and we'll use your question on the show.